Hey guys, today I wanted to break down a video editing project that I'm currently working on for Facebook and Instagram ads. So in previous videos, I've discussed how I think Facebook and Instagram ads are by far the most effective way to bring in new listeners in 2021. Well, in this video, I wanted to go more in depth on how to actually create the visuals for these ads. Okay, to start, we will go to New Project, and we will do FB and IG ads. It's important that you're in either vertical or custom video format at 1080 by 1920 resolution at a frame rate of 30p. Click OK, and you can see right here we have that vertical Instagram stories resolution. You could also do it the other way where you go with the 4:5 resolution for the feed, but we'll go with this first and then convert it over into that second. If you have a music video already with your visuals and audio already paired together, you can just drag that in. But assuming you don't have any of those visuals yet, the first thing we'll do is drag in the song into the project, get that going, and then we'll just start throwing visuals into here that we're going to use, different sets of visuals that we'll cut up. I've already done this, so I'm going to go over to that project that I've been working on. Okay, so here, for this ad, I got a bunch of iPhone footage from the band Better Animal, and I just threw it all in here, and I tried out different things. So first what I did was I threw this palm tree footage in, and I had it at a low opacity so that the footage underneath it shows through a little bit. And you can just try different things out. You don't have to get this complex, but I was just messing around. So I have that footage, and then I have this driving footage underneath it, and I cut it up so that it aligns with the song. Get all your visuals lined up to the beat of the song, and this way when you try out different sections of the song, it will automatically be lined up with that section of the song as long as your tempo remains constant. So after I have the first set of visuals in place, then I can put in the logos and the text. So I have the Spotify and the Apple Music logo with text saying swipe up. You can just Google search Spotify assets, Apple Music assets, whatever you want to use here. Just Google search the assets, and they will have free PNG files for you that you can download and throw into Final Cut Pro. I have all of these fade in slowly, but you can do it different ways. And then what I did was I'm not very good at graphics. I don't have any special software for it. So I just put in PNG files of these arrows going up and down. And how I made the movement was using keyframes and just adjusting the position of the arrows using keyframes, and then just duplicated over the arrows multiple times. Oh, and then for the end of the song, I have the song title and the out now text. This is something that they wanted. I haven't tried it before, so we'll see how it works. But the thing is to keep in mind is that the first few seconds of the ad is where you capture the listener's attention, and you'll determine whether they're going to stick around or not. When you're going through your stories, you just quickly go through, especially when it's a sponsored story. You don't have much time to keep the listener around. Then after the first couple seconds, I'd say second 2 through 10 is where people start to appreciate the music, and that's where you'll determine whether or not they're going to go to Spotify, to your landing page. So this is where you can put in the text that is instructing people to do the action. So then I figured that the last 5 seconds doesn't have to be too captivating in terms of visuals, so something like this actually would work. Now the last thing I do is I put an adjustment layer over all of these so that I can throw a color grade onto the adjustment layer, and it'll color grade everything underneath. I can go more into depth in color grading at a different time. This process can take some learning, but if you're just filming from your iPhone, chances are you don't really need to do much color grading to begin with. So yeah, there's my ad. I will go through and export this. Just 15 seconds here, and I go to File, Share, Master File, Add one, and just go over to Settings, I generally do H.264 as my video codec because it's a little bit smaller than some of the other ones, but it works well in terms of still looking good. Once you've exported that, then you could try a version where you get rid of the arrows and you get rid of the logos and the text. Oops. So you can just select these, press V, and they will be deactivated. You go through and deactivate all of them, so then it's not there anymore. Then you can export a version like this. Then you can select them, press V again to reactivate them. And then try out a different section of your audio for this next part. And you'll see that as you drag over this other part, it will all line up to the song because you're using the same tempo. So you don't even have to change out the visuals. Then you can export this version. You could export one without the text if you want. Repeat this process for a few different sections of the song, and then I would try out different visuals. So you'll see I actually, in this project, have different visuals deactivated that I was trying before this version. So here are some other visuals that I took actually from this camera of footage that I've taken myself. And so this is a different set of visuals that I paired with the song, and this is over the verse part of the song. Just repeat the process with the different visuals. So you'll want your story resolution, and for the same ads you'll want a different resolution that will fit the feed better. And so how to do that is you don't even have to create a new project. You can just take this same project, click on the project over here, and then you'll see a modify button on the right pane, and you'll change to custom, and you can actually type in your resolution of 1080 by 1350, and I should be doing 30 frames per second, but since I already started this at 24, I can't. It's not too big of a deal. Click OK, and you'll see the resolution has changed to this feed resolution. What I found is if I change the scale, zoom it out a bit, then it will fit without black bars around. And then you can also adjust the positioning to fit in the video exactly how you want it. But otherwise, for this process, it's all similar to the stories. So in general, for the feed, I would make the ads 60 seconds. This just fits the format better, so you might need to add in some more visuals. And repeat this process with all of these. Let me take you guys over to Ads Manager and show you how I would upload the feed and the story videos into Ads Manager. So you create the ad campaign, the ad set, and then within the ad set I put all of the different ads into it. So here I'm doing 6 different ads. This is for my last song that I released, Whole Again. For each one you'll want the stories set of ads here and the feed set of ads. So make sure to import the different ones to fit the resolution here. So for the feed, you'll want to fill in some text in the primary text box so that people can have something to read as they look at your feed. It makes it just feel more natural if you have a bunch of text there. It's not like a sponsored feed video, it's just a video that anyone of their friends could have posted. So I want to conclude this video by saying make sure to choose a few different sections of your song that you compete against each other. You'd be surprised how often it's your pre-chorus or your verse that outperforms your chorus ad. Also, you can use a more professional mirrorless or DSLR camera like this one, but you can just as easily use iPhone or Android footage nowadays, especially for Instagram. This works just fine. Another option is you can go and use stock footage from stock footage websites. There's a lot of good free stock footage nowadays for just any different category. I've used all these different methods to create my ads. Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you and building this community of musicians together, small independent musicians. I'll keep on creating weekly videos here, and I will see you guys later. Bye.